What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. We've just finished Doom: The Dark Ages. This is a spoiler-free talk. I wanted to give my final thoughts on the game, what I think it did well, what I think it could improve on, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So, yeah, we have been playing this game every single day for like 5-6 hours, trying to get through the story, going through all the different levels and collecting all of the collectibles, etc. I've had a great time. For those who don't know, I have played Doom before. I played Doom 2016 on the channel and Doom Eternal. And this game was definitely different compared to the other two games. For the better, I would say, for the most part. I'm going to try and break down as much as I can in this quick, brief video. Uh, Starting off with the game itself, it felt smooth. There wasn't really any moments where it was a bit buggy or something didn't work properly or anything like that. It felt pretty smooth for the majority of the game from start to finish. The levels individually felt fantastic. They were all different. They just kept adding and adding and adding the hype to the game. And I'm sure if you have completed the game, let me know down in the comments what was your favorite mission. There was a lot of them that I really enjoyed. Speaking of the missions, the exploration, as any Doom game was really fun. To go in, figure out all the secrets, and grab all the toys and the lore codexes and all that kind of stuff. It was really fun to do the exploration in this game. I did felt like it was a little bit handheld ish in terms of exploration, because you can look on the map, you can really see where to go and what to do. Granted, there were one or two areas that were a little bit stuck on in terms of what to do, but you know what, sometimes certain people, they're not aware of what to do, so therefore having a little bit of hand holding in there for newer players is sometimes good. And one thing I will say about this game was, it kept me engaged. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. The story was really good. I must admit, the story was the thing that I was a bit worried about. I'll be honest. I felt like a lot of people, when they saw this game advertised, we're so used to Doom being like futuristic and you know so far in the future in terms of timing. Um, a lot of people looked at this and went, is this a good idea? To do a whole different kind of timeline and stuff like that. A lot of people were worried, and I totally understand that because we're so used to one thing. But in this case, I felt like it definitely paid off. They took a risk. They decided to try something different, and in my opinion, at least, I think it paid off big time. I think it was definitely a good idea to change it up completely. Speaking of changing it up, the weapons were good. Now, don't get me wrong, for the majority of the playthrough, I did use the super shotgun. It's my favorite weapon. But regardless, if you want to mix it up, you can. And I think that is one of the best things about a Doom game, and one that, this one does it well, is to keep it flowing, keep the whole experience a bit wet, a bit fluid. And it really makes you have fun because you can use super shotgun up close, switch to the, I don't know, the shredder, switch again to the ravager, switch again to the, I don't know, the flipping shield. You can throw that. It was good to keep it going. Keep it rapid. And that's one thing I will say about Doom Dark Ages, as well as the other two games in general. Doom was always fantastic at keeping the path, straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead. So, yeah, Doom Dark Ages for me was really fun in terms of the weapons. One or two weapons I didn't really use them, but I'm sure you guys have. And don't get me wrong, I think all of them have their own great individual uses, and work on specific enemies and specific areas really well. I think that's fantastic with what they did there. One weapon wasn't too powerful than the other one. All of them had their own, usage, and I think that was a great way of covering the weapons in general. One thing I will say about this game as well was the music. Now, a lot of people love Mick Gordon. I, for one, love Mick Gordon. You know, it was a bit of a shame that he didn't come back for this game, but in terms of the music, I was quite surprised. I think whoever done the music should be proud of themselves. I think it was a great soundtrack from you know, every mission to the next, and even, you know, the credits right here, some of the music is pretty awesome. So yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone who did come on board with this series and really, you know, dive deep into the game with me. I'm a big Doom fan, always have been, and I think Doom Dark Ages is definitely a game that people should give a try, even if you've not played the other ones. It's definitely a fun game. That is the baseline, you know, for me, of a Doom game or games in general. It needs to be fun. And this game was definitely that, in my opinion, from the diverse level designs and different demons and creatures and bosses you'll face to the different weapons, like I mentioned, and just making it your own experience, in my opinion, is good for any game, in my opinion. So, you know, overall, I think this game was great fun. Definitely give it a try, especially if you're on Xbox. It's for free on the Xbox Game Pass. I'll be honest, is it worth the money? I would say so. It depends if you want to get the whole, you know, deluxe edition or whatever, and you get all the bonus stuff. But as a base game, yeah, I would say it's worth the money. There's a lot of things to do. It's a pretty lengthy story as well. There's about 22 chapters in total, and it took me quite a while to actually get through them all. You know, including the secrets. But if you just want to go straight start to finish, you definitely can. And along the way, you're going to be kicking a lot of ass and having a great time. So overall, I'm glad I played it. Thank you to those who joined, and I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this part 2 of the video I posted the other day. So let me know down below, did you enjoy Doom the Dark Ages? What would you change about it as well? I'm interested to hear all of your feedback. The final thing I want to focus on quickly in this video is talk about the parrying and everything else involved with the shield and stuff like that. When I first started playing the game, I felt a bit overwhelmed. There was a lot of stuff happening on my screen. I was like, oh my god, this is going to be crazy on a high difficulty, blah, blah, blah. But once you get the hang of it, you definitely can learn combos and how to weigh it out, if that makes sense. And I feel like this game was on a lot of people's minds when it was advertised, and people are like, oh yes, another Doom game. That's exactly how it should be. Everyone likes Doom, and I enjoyed it. So thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and peace. Oh, look at that. We've got a brand new Nightmare skin. Looks pretty badass.